This mix has been funded by the CIA.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Forza, well, it's not really Forza Horizon 5. Welcome back to the Xbox app, where I did say that I was going to make a video after I've done every single achievement. I did say that I was going to go for these about a month ago when I saw how close I was to getting them. And here it is, 100% achievements done on Forza Horizon 5. And in today's video, I want to go ahead and go through this list to see which ones could be considered difficult and which ones could not be considered difficult. Thing is, though, I have, where's it say my playtime? I have 72 days on this, right? Played, which is a lot, right? It's quite a lot. Thing is, though, I've never looked at these achievements before up until about a month ago. Not once have I opened this page and looked at the achievements and been like, oh, I'm going to go try and do this one or try and do this one. Never. Until about a month ago when I realized I'm very close to doing it, so why not try it? Someone in the comments on one of my videos said, I'm pretty sure, try go for 100% achievements, and I was like, really? I mean, I can't be bothered, like, what's the point? And then I looked at them and I was like, wait, I'm actually very, very close to getting it done. The only ones that I really hadn't had done were the Realms ones, and then some hide and seek ones, because I didn't really play hide and seek, and I didn't actually do the Realms ones. So in today's video, I'm going to go through the achievements and go from the most common to the least common ones. So basically stuff that people can get just like from starting to play the game. Basically like arrive at the Horizon Festival, Mexico circuit. Sorry, what am I on about? Arrive at the Horizon Festival, Mexico? What? It's so weird. Wouldn't that be Horizon Mexico Festival? It's just weird. Sorry, I had a stroke there mid-sentence. Yeah, basically stuff from like that, pretty much that easy, where 64% of people have gotten it. I don't know how you don't get it. I really don't know. Like, did you just get signed offline when you're doing this and you don't get it, or how does that even like work? I do not understand, because all you do there is do the intro to the game and that's it, right? So unless someone has bought the game and drove like 10 meters and they're like, I don't want to play this game anymore, and then they gave up, unless they've done that, then I don't really understand how this possibly works, genuinely. Anyway, regardless, I'm gonna go through all of these and see which ones are difficult and which ones aren't. Also, if you're struggling with any of them, let me know down in the comments below. I'm down to try and read some of them and see what people are kind of struggling to get done. So let's go through some of these. Obviously the gamer score, or I guess the gamer points, will be going larger and larger as you go down. So anyway, these seem pretty easy. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. Purchase your first car. I mean, some of these are just like doing the regular stuff. Participate in the Horizon arcade event again. It's just participating in stuff, so it's not really that crazy. Welcome to Mexico 2.0. Complete the Horizon Mexico chapter in the Horizon Origin story. Only 10% have done this. It's a bit weird. Win the Goliath race event. Okay. There are some people that I'm guessing struggle with this. There's only top 10% of people that have done stuff like this, like, which is crazy. Arrive at the Horizon Hot Wheels outpost. That's a pretty interesting one, because I don't think you can get it if you don't have the DLC, right? I think that's pretty much, you're just kind of stuck there, I guess, if you don't have that one. So it does look like you might need all of the, you can see when I've done all these achievements as well, which is crazy. You might need some of the DLCs if you want to 100% this, right? Or does it mean that you can still 100% it, but these achievements just won't show up here if you're looking at them like this? Maybe. I don't know. Again, there's just stuff like this that I just don't really, I haven't really looked at any of these. But it's smash all 250 boards in Mexico. That's crazy. I've done it in 2021. That's so long ago. That's insane how long ago that is. So basically when the game came out, really. Right? I think it maybe took me like a couple of days and I've had it done. Find all treasure chests in a festival playlist series. Yeah, that's pretty easy. That is pretty easy. This one I got kind of late. Oh, this is when the DLC came out, wasn't it? In 2023. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So back in 2023 is when the DLC came out, I think. Yeah, because in late 2022 we still had the what's it called, the Hot Wheels expansion up. Okay, interesting. So there's a bunch of like mix of these. Okay, so now we're reaching down to the bottom of this where we're starting to see some stuff that's newer. Hide and Seek came out. Only 1.56% of gamers unlock this. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty mad. So do people just not play Hide and Seek? I don't get why this is 15 as well. Because all you have to do here is genuinely just go and just, you know, just play the game. And just play as a just play hide and seek. That's not really that difficult. So I don't really get that one. Well, that one is kind of difficult to do, or why people haven't done it. Maybe just people don't want to play the game, pretty much. I don't know. Take 50 photos of legendary cars for Horizon promo. This one feels very easy to do. I've done it in 2021. It's basically when the game came out. So the best way to do that is just start races. Just basically get into your car and go to a race, basically, with some ridiculous cars. And then if you take pictures of them, you'll be able to like. Or if you when you start to race, just turn your camera around and take pictures of the cars. That's pretty much it. It's very, very easy to do. Earned 3 stars at the Eagles Perch Danger Sign in the Ford Supervan. So I'm assuming this might have been in 2023. See, because stuff like this, I don't remember ever doing. So at this point, maybe, like, very car-specific stuff is the weird ones to me, because I don't think I've ever done any of these, you know. So was this maybe at some point in January of 2023? Was it one of the like daily challenges or a weekly event to try and do, or you know, maybe there was a PR stunt that you had to do, you know, the seasonal PR stunt or whatever, and it was like do it in a Ford or do it in the Ford Supervan, something very specific, you know, because I'm assuming that's why I ended up doing that. Because like I said, very car-specific stuff is a bit weird, unless maybe there's an accolade, because I did mess around with the accolades at some point, I tried to get a lot of those done, so maybe that is also one of the accolades. So I'm assuming that's why some of these are done. The very car-specific stuff is done. All the stories, very easy to do, yeah. See, like this one again. Earth 3 stars at the Canyon Jump Danger Sign in a VW Type 2. I feel like this again would have been either an accolade or it would have been like a festival playlist thing, which is pretty mad. This was one of the last ones that I had to do here, as you can see, 2025. This was one of the last ones that I really had to do. This was done 6 days ago, and this was when the week ended up changing over into the spring season. So this was when I made that video when I was playing the Eliminator, and I ended up leaving the game mid-game to try and go get this picture. So basically, this is a very seasonal thing to do. So in spring hot season, you may get a chance of a dust storm, and you have to take a picture of it with the big satellite dish in the background as well. That's pretty mad. All right, so that's something that has to be very, very specific, because you can't do it in winter, you can't do it in summer, you can't do it in autumn. It has to be in the spring hot season that you can get this done, because that's the only time that the dust actually comes in. So it's a pretty interesting one to try and get. It's not really that difficult, but you can see there's only 0.24% of people have gotten this one. And this is one of the most recent ones that I've gotten. This one again, last month I ended up getting this thing on the 24th. This was when I started like actually grinding hard and playing the hide and seek game mode, because I've just never played it. I just couldn't care less about playing it that much. So that's the one that I had to go back and redo and try to play a lot of it. There's complete 5 matches, reach a streak of 20, which is a pretty hard-ish one to do. So I think at the time I remember there was like my game would just keep crashing, right, when I was playing the game, and for whatever reason, if the game crashed, because it did crash between events, it didn't actually cancel out my streak. So as long as I kept playing these games back to back to back, it doesn't matter if my game crashed or it didn't crash, I just did all of these in a row. So I ended up playing, it's 50 games, right? I had to do like 50 games streak. Yeah, there it is, right here. Reach a streak of 50 games in hide and seek. 0.03% of people have gotten this one, which is pretty mental. You just have to play the game constantly. Just be very, very consistent. Earn 150 or drift or e-drift in free roam mode. So yeah, this is when I have to try and play all of the realms ones. The realms ones were a bit annoying. I couldn't really be bothered to do them anytime before that. So these are very specific, right? You can see I have to use a very specific car to do very specific things. I think maybe further up is where the realms ones are, because they're not really that difficult, right? I think so. I think they're not really that difficult to do. Oh yeah, like here, like stuff like this. Complete skill mode in the Winter Wonderland while driving any Lotus. Sorry, it's down here. But at this point, I think people just stopped playing the game when Realms came out. Like, there wasn't that many people that were actually on the game at the time. But yeah, basically, just did all that. Two of the hardest ones, I guess, if you want to look at it from the amount of people that have ended up getting them, are these two down here. Is this one here, which apparently it's the hidden one, which is the most difficult one. It successfully hit a total of 20 seekers with Chasebreaker in a game mode. So basically, you literally have you have 5 chances, I think, to hit them, and that is, you just have to be lucky to do it. You have to get a lobby full of people where you have to be lucky enough for them to chase you constantly and stay close to you. And I've had that in that one game that I ended up playing. The game that I became a hider, sorry, not a seeker. I ended up driving around, and every single person, I think it was on the Playa Azul like area, and I was driving up and down the beach, and I managed to get them all piled up on top of me 5 different times. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So with 5 different times, I had 5 or 4 people on top of me. I think I got 23 in that one game. You don't have to finish the game. It doesn't say you have to win the game with this one. You just have to just do it, you know? So it was it was funny because I ended up doing it on my first attempt of trying to do it, if that makes sense. Because I've obviously had that before, but I've never knew this existed because this is one of the hidden achievements to try and get. So I guess the last ones that I really haven't done are the ones that are, you can see they're all done in 2025. They're all very like car specific for the realms and also hide and seek. So those are the only ones that I haven't actually properly ever attempted to do. So anything before that, I just ended up playing the game and I just randomly got the achievements done by the looks of things. But after that, it's just the realm stuff and the hide and seek stuff that I just haven't played enough of. And apparently those are the rarest ones as well, because people just don't play enough of those. But yeah, this is supposedly the most difficult one to do. You have to get lucky for the people to be like close to you when you're doing it, obviously, when you hit them with the Chasebreaker. But it's not impossible to do, and it's not really that hard to do. A lot of people are struggling to try and win a game in the Eliminator. I want to go back and see when I've done that. Or is that also quite rare? Does it say, like, Eliminator? Can I control left the screen? I can't control left the screen. I have no idea how far up or how far down or how difficult or how easy it is to do. I think there is one of them, right? You have to win the Eliminator. Post a clean time. Oh, I found it. When you're first game of the Eliminator. I've done this on... When did this game come out? Exactly? What is it? Because I think this is one of my like first videos on this game. I want to see. Forza Horizon. I'm googling it on my phone. Forza Horizon 5 release date. It came out on November the 5th. So 4 days later, I got a win. So basically, after I've started playing the game and tried to mess around with the game and, you know, figure out how to get stuff done and all this sort of stuff, I decided to play the Eliminator and I won. And I won a game. Was it the very first game as well that I won? Was it the very first attempt of me playing the Eliminator? I think I might have won it, because I was a fiend back on Forza Horizon 4. I was trying to go for as many wins as possible, I think, on Horizon 4 before this game came out, and I tried my best, I think, even in this one. Oh my god, this is it.
To the Eliminator.
This is it. I love how I called it the best Eliminator game I've ever played. This is, I think, the very first game that I've ever played on Forza Horizon 5, and I managed to win it, I think. Wow, this looks weird. I mean, it looks like the regular game. It's so crazy to me that the cars haven't really, like, changed at all. So what was the score at the end? I ended up winning it in the Centenario. I want to have a look and see. I want to see what the actual score was.
Such a terrible place for this to be.
I'll just listen to myself real quick. This was back when people were still noobs. I mean, I was a noob as well at the time.
Actually still won as well.
Shut up, me. That's pretty funny. It was 34 drivers. Yeah, this was the very first game I've ever played of the Eliminator on Forza Horizon 5, and I won it. And people are struggling to do it now. I mean, it's definitely a lot more difficult now. People are a lot more sweaty now. You know, everyone's doing their own thing now. 6 eliminations as well. That was actually not too bad. Okay, that was cool. Well, I guess I'm gonna leave the video there. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to go watch this video, it's one of my most popular videos on the channel. It's got like 800,000 views or whatever. But yeah, if you guys want to go watch this, it's somewhere on the channel. Just sorted by views, and you should be able to find it. Yeah, it was a fun time back then. Man, I miss a new Forza. Every time a new Forza Horizon comes out, it's always so much fun because there's always so much stuff to do. Explore, drive the cars, customization, play all the game modes, all that sort of stuff. You know, it's always so much fun. And then now we haven't had one for a long time. But yeah, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, thank you for watching, everyone. And I will see you in the next video.